Welcome to Cooking Skills, guys. We are here talking about cutting meat up. So you might find a recipe, whether it's some type of steak recipe, or you're using a smoker, barbecue, whatever it might be that you are looking to make. It might say cut the meat against the grain. So we're going to talk about what that means today. I have to cut this meat up for some beef stroganoff later on. And so I'm going to talk to you guys about what that means to cut the meat against the grain. So if you look on a piece of steak, you can sometimes, not all the time, but sometimes you can see on the steak there's going to be lines. Those lines are the muscle fibers in the steak. So I'll kind of show you. You see if I can find it on one of these. Some steaks, it's more noticeable than others. It depends on the cut of the steak as well. You can kind of see it on this one. So you can kind of see on the steak, there's like lines here on the steak. And you're going to basically cutting, that's the grain. So those fibers, those muscle fibers, that is the grain of the steak. And so we are going to cut against them, basically perpendicular to those muscle lines. So most of the time the lines are going to run this way, horizontal, depending how you hold your steak. So you're going to cut the short ends against it. Okay. So if my lines are going this way, you're going to cut down this way. And you can see that's going to give you a nice sharp cut from your meat. It's also going to help the meat become more tender and flavorful in the cooking process. So I'm going to cube up these pieces of steak for our beef stroganoff later on. I'm making them kind of smaller because we want them to be bite size. And I have 2 ribeyes here and a sirloin for the beef stroganoff. Again, different steaks are going to affect your recipe. So depending on the recipe that you're making is going to determine what cut of steak you use. So we're just cubing off the steak. We're just going to cut into smaller, cute, bite-sized pieces, basically, and throw it in a container. And we'll just let it in that container until it's time to make the beef stroganoff. Thanks for watching Cooking Skills, guys.